Dieu qui l'a fait regarder. Welcome to Play My Note. This is a little app that fits in your pocket that was designed to help choir singers check on their notes in between rehearsals. The great thing about it is you don't need to be able to play the piano to use this app. So let's go straight to the notes. You can use this app in any of the common choral clefs, soprano, tenor, bass here. I think we should have a look maybe at the alto line. So let's just zoom in on the alto line there. And so we're going to select the treble clef. This app's also going to keep track of the key signature. So we tell it that it's in 5 sharps. And then, as this little hand suggests, pressing any note just tells us how that note ought to sound. So we can also, those are 3 just random notes there. I can also go to the recent notes section and see the last 3 notes that I played. And there they are. So let's erase those and have a look at this alto part. So it starts on a written C. It's actually C sharp because of the key signature, but we don't need to know that. The app needs to know that. So we swipe to the side till we can see the note that we need. So we can actually just play the notes in the alto line as if we were playing the piano. Dieu qui l'a fait. That sounds about right. I can check that, hear them again if I need to. And I can go on with the next little section. Pour regarder. So actually this stores up to 12 notes. We can press this button and get a few more notes onto the screen, or we can swipe backwards. Dieu qui l'a fait, pour le regarder. You can see actually that this little passage only uses a few notes. You can play them all from one end. So it's quite good for the way in which you look at the notes, to break them down in this way and think of them in different ways, and actually reach out and play them when you're ready to. So you're in control of your own learning. You're not waiting for a pianist to play you the notes. You can actually decide how many times you need to hear something before you're secure with it and before you think you will remember it. Something else the app can do, which I quite like, is to show you where the semitones are. I'll press this half step button. It tells us where the half steps are in this key signature. You might already know that not all the steps in a scale, as we see them on the screen, are the same size, although they look the same. In every scale there are 2 smaller steps called semitones or half steps, and the app shows us where they are, and we can then find them in the music. So if we want to sing in tune, it's quite important to know where they are so you can make them small enough, especially when they're going downwards. So there's one here and there's another one over here, so we can have another go and see if we can sing this in tune. Dieu qui l'a fait bon regarder. So some other things this app can do. If you want to see the note names at any stage, you can see them there. Also, if you prefer tonic solfa, this will give you the tonic solfa as well, where Do is here for this key. It's Do. You can also see where the minor key note is, if you've just been told that this piece is in a certain key, in G sharp minor or whatever. So we can get rid of those there. And as I said before, you can put more or fewer notes onto the screen if you've got bigger or smaller fingers. You can also add accidentals at any stage. So we're in a key with lots of sharps, so the most likely accidental will be a natural. So there's the naturals there. But we can take them off again here. This is the bar line bar. So generally accidentals last until the next bar line. So when you see a bar line, you would cancel them again. Okay, I've actually set that up a little bit because I know that later on there's a place in the alto line where we need those notes. So here, there's the D natural, and then we have the natural note there, and then these accidentals last the whole bar line. So actually all of that bar is about these two notes. Pour les grands biens que s'entend. Okay, that D sharp's actually in the key signature. Okay, we can add it to the note. We can see that in the recent notes played, the sharp has disappeared because it happens automatically from the key signature. We can check this with the note names as well. Pour les grands biens que s'entend là. Okay, when I first learnt this piece, I had to play those 4 notes, those 5 notes a few times because they're really tricky. So that's a short introduction to Play My Note. There's 1 or 2 other things you can change in settings if you want to. If you always use the same clef, if you're always a tenor, always a bass, you might not want to set the clef every time you turn the app on, so you can set the thing to remember what's your favourite clef, or you can come back at some other stage and unset it there. You may or may not know that pitch isn't quite the same all over the world, so if you're working in Europe, actually normally people sing just 2 hertz sharper, or A443 if you really go even further east. But you may have heard that sometimes it's necessary to sing in Baroque pitch where everything is 1 semitone lower. So you can set Baroque pitch here and the app will transpose everything down by a semitone, but it will leave all the things that we set before, the clef and the key signature, exactly as they appear on the stave. So just useful things you can do. There's a little bit of basic reading music help here if you need it, and information about how to contact us and other apps that we've also made. So please send us any feedback. Thanks for watching. for you, and please send us any feedback.